There we go. Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. It's always nice when you remember to change your headphones from your phone over to your computer when you're about to do a live stream. How's everybody doing today? God, what another lovely fall day here in Oregon. Uh, as far as the wildfire known as the Cedar Creek fire, it is currently it's about 3 miles from my house. Well, not my house, my landlord's house. And it is, where are you? Fire app. Where'd you go? I have a map here to show you. Oh, there it is. So, yeah, if you're live in wildfire country, an app I highly recommend you get is called Watch Duty, and it's kind of like a firefighter generated thing where they update how the fire is going. And just to show you guys on the screen here, um, let me turn this so you can see. So, you know, now you can see it, but fires up here at 1,902 acres, and I'm right down there. And according to the scale on this map, that is, so yeah, about 3.5 miles. They do finally have some containment on it. And the 3 or 4 blessed days of rain that we had, when normally, the rainy season doesn't start quite yet. Uh, it blessed us with dumping for, we had 2 days where it downpoured. And I was so thankful because with all of the other stuff going on, the last thing I need is to have to flee my house because of a wildfire. Although it would make a fascinating cherry for an already delicious cake. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, yeah. So my main, not my main reason for being here, but one of my main reasons for being here is, as I said, I want to start doing these every Wednesday night at 5. As the fall comes on and the daylight gets lower and lower, we'll probably lower it to like 4 o'clock. And then obviously with the rain, I'm going to work on building a little portable setup so I can still do it outside. Um, but it's dark by 3 up here in the middle of winter. So we may move indoors during that time period, but I'm going to try to uh, keep it up, unless I'm teaching a class or have some sort of other thing, if you can count on there being T3 Live every Wednesday at 5. T3 Live at 5. Copyright that. My team's on it. They're going to copyright it. T3 Live at 5. Anyway, so yeah, I go into these things, these live streams, unless I'm teaching a webinar without really much of an agenda or to talk about much. One thing I want to address really quickly, is my latest crowdfunding campaign. I'm sorry if that has, uh, you know, if you've been upset by that, or you think I'm just trying to like beg for money so I can live a life of doing nothing. Um, uh, you know, I have poured everything I have and that I am into my businesses. And, knowing that success is right around the corner and, just setting those out was the hardest thing I had to do because I've always been a giver, and not a taker or an asker. And, being in the situation that I'm in, if you've ever been in it in your life, it's scary as hell to not know if you're going to be able to have a place to live next month. Um, or that you've got a 16-year-old dog who's not very mobile. Um, so yeah, you know, my crowdfunding campaign is what it is. I appreciate those of you who give me words. I appreciate those of you that give me money. I appreciate all of the new people I've met due to my crowdfunding. And yeah, until uh, another couple months till my businesses are self-sustaining, when I can collect monies from classes that I have booked, but I have yet to teach, then the crowdfunding thing will disappear and it won't be an issue anymore. So yeah, it was a hard choice to make, but if I'm going to do the work at the level that I need to do it at, I need to have a roof over my head and not worry about if it's going to be there next month. I need to have a working vehicle. I need to have food to put in my belly. I mean, I've lost 31 pounds in the last year and a half. Most of that is due to Lyme's. The other is due to just not eating. I haven't eaten a single thing today. I don't even think about food until 8 o'clock at night because I'm so busy trying to put the puzzle piece of future nature and T3 photography together. And, I'm so thankful to the folks out there who have been donating their time and skill sets to teach me, um, how to operate in the business world. Um, I can operate in this world just fine, but when it comes to business, not so much. But anyway, enough of that crap. Couple other things. So I'm going to step up the production value of these a little bit. I was talking with my friend David Ott, who any of you or Tracker family know David. He does all the audio and video for my dad's stuff. And he recommended that I pre-record my live streams and then kind of set them as premieres and watch them along with you. That way you get better video quality. It's like right now I'm watching the color bar go from like red to yellow to red to green. And when you live in a house with four other people who all work from home on computers, there's only so much signal. So I like the idea of the pre-recorded thing, and it'll give me space to move around a little bit and record different things and show you different things. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to that, especially. Um, one thing I would ask of you, and I'm really trying to build, is my YouTube channel. Um, I've got so much video backlog of videos that I'm putting together, everything from art pieces like the recent one I just did, about flying. Um, it was a video I shot over yesterday and the day before. Um, and I've just got so many, everything from skills videos to time lapses to drone footage, that I'm just constantly editing, along with, all the paid editing jobs that I have to do as a professional photographer. So I'm slowly but surely building up this collection of material that's going to keep getting uploaded to YouTube to the point where I can hopefully eventually monetize it. And yeah, so there's on my channel you can find everything from slideshows of my photos with pretty music in the background, to a Hollywood produced video of me teaching you how to get a fire, in the pouring rain. Um, yeah, so I believe that that part of my path lies in this format in video and in my photography, of course. And then the other half, believe it or not, I think is t-shirts. If you haven't, I highly recommend you check out my what's called the school store. And those of you who will get it, get it. Those of you who don't get it, uh, you don't get it until you go take a class at my dad's school. But yeah, if you go to the school store, I have taken a bunch of my images and put them onto t-shirts, and they're not like crappy sweatshop t-shirts either. I use quality companies that are sustainable, shirts that fit well. And some of them are just my photos, some of them have a catchy saying. My favorite happens to be uh I have a picture of an orb weaver, you know and it says, "Orb weaver, I hope you catch lots of bugs tonight." It's beautiful. I mean, how is that not earning me $1 million right there? I mean, come on now. But yeah, but no, seriously, I'm just going to, now that I know how to do it, I'm just going to keep cranking out, clothing. And as the colder weather approaches, I'll add some long sleeves and things like that. And on that note, when it comes to my photography, if there's I have my print shop on my website, which, by the way, soon, tombrown3.com is going to be split in twain, and it is going to be tombrown3.com and t3-photo.com. T3-photo.com will be all my photography work and the school store. And then Tom Brown 3 will be all about future nature and teaching and education. Um, it's just because my website's a bit busy, and these are all hard learned lessons. Um, so yeah, so I'm going to be doing that soon, and yeah, I want to, what I'm looking to do ideally, what would be great with me is to partner with clothing manufacturers or brands that are ecologically friendly and potentially do like a T3 line of hoodies or t-shirts. You know, my only gripe is that I know none of it will be on wool. So, uh, you know, Ralph, if you're watching this, we're gonna have to find a way to print my photos on anoraks. Anyway, um, yeah, but the clothing thing is fun. Designing it's fun. Taking the photos are fun. Um, other than that, I'm going to be getting ready to put up another round of webinars here soon. Um, I'm going to be adding a few new webinars throughout the kind of as we move into fall. And then probably January 1st, and I'll release more information about it, leading up to then, is when I'm going to start basically it's a 4 month long um, class on uh, basically awareness, movement, um, caretaking, um, and that sort of skill set, mindfulness, self-reliance, learning how to be the best humans we possibly can, learning to live in the now, you know, all that I am is now, as Talking would say. But, we obviously do have to do some planning for the future, but that's life. But yeah, so it's going to be a 4 month long program. We will meet 1 hour a week, and then I will also put out. There'll be a special membership area of my website, where I will upload one or two videos each week that aren't live. And I will also provide you with homework through PDFs and things like that. So I'm super excited about that. I don't know what to call it quite yet, but yeah, I'm working on that. And then the next one I do is going to be about nature photography. So yeah, also too, don't forget, I have the online photography class with my father in September. It's coming up not too far. So if you head to his website, trackerschool.com, and you go to the online section, it'll be there. You can get to it from my website. Uh, yeah. So hopefully, one of the reasons he got into photography was because he wanted to practice the hunting skills, but not have to take the life of an animal. And sure, we can go out and, try to stalk up and touch an animal. But there's just something about, getting a beautiful photo of an animal that you've been able to stalk up to. Every animal that's around me is far more aware than I am because they rely on their awareness for, to stay alive. So to be able to get close enough to get that perfect shot, we apply the skills of our hunter-gatherer ancestors. And instead of a bow or a spear or a throwing stick, we have a camera. And the other thing I love about cameras is they can teach us to look small and find mystery and wonder in the small things in life. A few days ago, I released a YouTube video. I will put a link to it in the show notes for this live stream. And all it is a macro video of bees on yarrow flowers. And I talk about, I think I titled it Why Nature, why nature is important. Um, and that'll give you all the information you need. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I am getting hungry. And I've still got a ton to do today. The entrepreneur never sleeps, as they say. But one other thing I'll ask too is, seeing as I'm still kind of in some weird social media limbo, just if you see a post of mine on Facebook, share it. Pass it along, because eventually, if enough people share my stuff, it'll kind of break free of this jail algorithm it's in. At least that's what this computer programmer I talked to last night on LinkedIn told me. So that would be incredibly helpful, because not having the ability to use social media as a marketing tool has severely impacted my business. I can guarantee you that if my Facebook debacle never happened, there wouldn't have been a need for a crowdfunding campaign. So I'm thankful that my buddy Pack is coming back from Taiwan soon. He's going to rebuild my website from from the rear to the front, and we're going to split the websites in two, and they're both going to be beautiful. And yeah, I'm just thankful that people like Pack and my friend Jim and my friend Jesse and too many to name, donate their time, what precious time they have on this earth, where they could be doing anything else. They're helping me, and that means the world to me. And that's the spirit I want to pass on to you, is if you have the ability to help somebody who doesn't know how to do what they're trying to do. That's why you're sitting here right now, is because your ancestors shared their knowledge with amongst each other, as well as resources. So keep that in mind as you go throughout your day. Oh, and also I'm going to be releasing a new episode of The Way of the Caretaker here soon. Listen to the birds, get a little argument. All right, everybody. Peace and love. It has been wonderful as usual. And I will